Trinity Laban's Centre for Advanced Training, or CAT, is a pre-vocational contemporary dance training programme for young people aged 13 to 18. We are one of 9 such centres throughout England, and like us, most of them have a contemporary dance focus.
Have you heard about CAT? And I was like, what's CAT? And of course she started saying, maybe try an open day or something, and I went for it and I really loved it, and I decided to audition.
We are very lucky to be based in the award-winning Laban building. The facilities here really are world class. We have 12 beautiful state-of-the-art studios, a 100-seat studio theatre, and this, our main performance space, the Laban Theatre, which sits at the heart of the building and in which the CAT students perform their end-of-year show to an audience of 300.
First time I saw the Laban building was with my school, and it was like the sun was reflecting on the walls, and it was looked really big. It looked like something out of a film with the grass and everything. And I was like, are we really here? Like, what is this? Like, the walls sort of look like rainbows at the same time, and it was like, wow.
The teaching team here at Trinity Laban are all artists in their own right, and they've had performing careers in companies such as Rambert, Michael Clark, New Adventures, as well as many other companies across the UK and internationally.
I feel like the most important aspect of CAT is having teachers that really understand young people, and then having them understand young people, they know how they move and how they work.
Whilst on the scheme, all of our students encounter quite a wide variety of professional dance artists, as well as their regular technique and creative teachers. We also bring in professional choreographers for the end-of-year show, visiting artists, and they also have contact with some of the dance staff on the Trinity Laban Dance Degree programme.
So we come in the morning and registration's at 10:15. Then we have about 15 minutes to get to the studios for conditioning, where we're mixed with boys and girls, and we do a warm-up. Then we either do ballet or contemporary for an hour and a half. Then we go to lunch, which is 45 minutes. After lunch we have tutor. Then you go to either contemporary or ballet, and then you do an hour and a half of creative.
There is also weekday classes that young people who live close enough can access if they want to get more out of the programme.
Alongside our technical and creative curriculum, we have a programme of student support centred around each dancer's individual training plan. This is where we help the student to balance their dance training, their schoolwork, social life, family life and hobbies, to make sure that they aren't doing too much or that they aren't overtraining. Everything that we do here at Trinity Laban is supported by research and dance science, and the CAT is no different. We have a dance scientist here with us every week to give the young people advice on nutrition, injury management and prevention, and we also have a dedicated physiotherapist to work with those young people who may pick up injuries.
Tutor time is always a great time just to be given information about what's going on, whether we're going on trips or whether we've got choreographers coming in, whether there's an opportunity outside of CAT which we could be introduced to.
I think the teachers are really helpful with career advice, because they've obviously been through it themselves, and I think CAT kind of builds you up for that, builds you up for the future of where dance can take you, really.
Trinity Laban Centre for Advanced Training is quite unique, as we train our boys and our girls separately in the lower technique levels. This came out of a piece of research that was done by our dance science researchers here at Trinity Laban. What they found was that boys and girls have very different psychological, physical and learning needs, and it was much more beneficial to train the boys and the girls in separate classes.
I've never been in a class with just boys before, because I go to a mixed school, so That experience was it was new, but it was more comfortable because as soon as you start going into ballet, it's more like, oh, am I going to have to wear tights? Am I going to have to wear,
I go to a mixed school, so the fact that we have separate classes for ballet and contemporary, it actually is a really different atmosphere as well. To be around like girls all the time, it's actually more like you're relaxed. You don't feel conscious that there's a boy they're watching me and whatever. Like you're in your leotard, you're in your tights. Like
As they move through the programme and get to the top level, they all get mixed back together. So the creative curriculum here at Trinity Laban is something that we spent a long time developing. And it comprises of kind of 3 or 4 different parts as we move through the year. The first part takes place in the autumn term, and it's what we call our choreographic toolkit. It gives the young people the building blocks that they need to be able to make and explore their own work.
So it's great because you see yourself slowly getting better and then you kind of got something to show for it.
After Christmas, we move into our choreographic platform, which we call Choreo Mission. Choreo Mission is a place for the young people to create their own work. And this carries on for about a term and a half until we get down to 3 pieces of choreography that end up in the summer show. The last part of the creative curriculum is our professional projects. This starts in the Easter holidays and we have a 4-day intensive. In that 4-day intensive we have 5 professional choreographers that come in and work with the young people.
And you work in with different people of all ages, so you can work with people that you haven't actually worked with before, and you come up with a piece over a few days.
That then carries on all the way through the summer term until the end of the year show where it's performed here in the Laban Theatre.
And we can train differently and work in a different style, and that piece gets to be shown at the end of the year on a stage.
Choreographers that we've had in the past include Hoffa Schechter, Pina Bausch Company, Wayne McGregor Random Dance, Arthur Pitter, as well as work by Rudolf Laban himself.
The atmosphere of the end of year show is the best thing for me so far, because you're in a group where you're all performing together and you get into the mindset of what it's like to go up on stage. It shows everything you've been doing through the year in a really good way.
We recruit very widely for the CAT scheme. We have 120 young people on the programme with a high percentage of boys, and they all come from very diverse backgrounds. They also come to us with a wide variety of previous dance experience. It's really important to say that in the audition we're not expecting you to come with any particular prior experience in terms of dance styles or graded exams, for example. We're looking at your training potential. We've had people come on the scheme in previous years who have no formal dance training. If you're interested in applying for the CAT scheme, we run open days and auditions each year, which typically fall between March and May time. An open day is a chance to come along, find out more about the scheme, and you also get to take part in a workshop. It's very fun and informal, and it also acts as a pre-audition taster. You also get to meet the CAT team and ask any questions you might have.
My audition was the first time I ever stepped in the building, so I was really taken back. But the whole audition was different to anything that I've done before.
All of the CATs are funded through the Music and Dance Scheme. This was originally set up to support young dancers and musicians to train in specialist residential settings in boarding schools. It was later broadened with the establishment of the Centres for Advanced Training, and this allowed young people to live at home but still access high quality training to develop their skills in either music and dance in the evenings and weekends.
One of the best things about the CAT is that you're surrounded by people who all have the same interest as you, and you're all working towards the same goal.
I think you need to have a real passion and motivation to get the most out of CAT.
No matter how experienced or unexperienced you are, CAT is the best place for you.
I think CAT doesn't just develop you as a dancer, it develops you as a person too.
Even if dance isn't the career path that you want, CAT is still there for you, and it can help you develop new skills and new things you can use in life without doing dance.
I think CAT is definitely the place to be if you want to develop your skills in dance and enjoy yourself through dance.
The atmosphere here at CAT is the best thing I've ever experienced.
My experience on CAT has been amazing and I wouldn't change it for the world.